Right, so this is for the last day of the day 3 of Divine Detox and Declutter for the physical. So like I said, this was just a mini sort of build up to doing that like for longer in the membership where I'll be doing live streams and I'll be doing like a Zoom offering at some point and stuff like that. So but there's already exclusive shorts that'll be there that I've filmed for the next week, just like what's been there anyway. And but we're going back to the start. So that's reminding me of that song, Take Me Back to the Start, The Scientist, so that could have some sort of meaning. Actually kind of does feel with the other cards that might fit because of fated meeting and then ask me your questions, tell me let's go back. Because again, it's from the end of Wicker Park. So there could be something like that that's went on that might be making sense to people that you're solving a riddle or a mystery or something confusion, misunderstandings, or in that case as well, it's like toxic people that have, through their own jealousies, have created delusion. So, oh God, however that, oh, that's not how I usually explain that, but that's how that all fits. So anyway, I'm mixing the Lemuria message because it's late at night, and I'm actually finishing up something with a client after I do this. Again, my mum's pottering about through there trying to get steam cleaner to work, and then she's going home. So like I said, it was just that was mum. She never does that, but it was quite nice. She's made a nice wee stir fry, and we've just had that. And so, but I'm quite tired. But yeah, you might be tired too because that was a lot of cleaning energy. And so, if you want even more of that, join it. This is an invite to join the second level of the membership where we'll dive in deeper. And the big thing will be I'll be doing a live stream. I think it's going to be Thursday. But if it's not Thursday, it'll be Friday. It might even end up being Thursday and Friday. So we'll just go with the flow. But right, what have we got? And also the other thing, before I forget to say this, I actually started this. I just had to stop it because I just stopped it. I was a few minutes in, but I started it exactly my twin flames numbers. So whenever I see his numbers, it's like a more important message for the Divine Masculine Collective. Yeah, I know it's that around here all the time anyway, whether you're male or female, but it maybe indicates that there's some quite big stuff happening. But that's been coming through anyway with the messages that I've all the messages I've done today. So and so yeah, happy new moon in Virgo. So it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because it's like we're finishing up this in public, but I'll be putting out the first video for the members today too. So oh yeah, so that's interesting. So yeah, that's kind of interesting actually. So if you want to transition, yeah, you can go in there. But like I said, it's um yeah. And so there'll be something else for you guys in public if you're not, because obviously, you know, I'll be doing these Lemuria messages anyway, but I don't know, I haven't really thought that too much. I don't know what I don't know. I just go with the moment. So I'll be asking you can even let me know below, but taking a break from the usual star sign and doing it by the house ones. So I think I'm gonna decide when it gets to Thursday or Friday I'm going to put a vote out, but nobody uses that voting thing really. People don't, but if you want to, you can. If I've put it out, you can. It'd be helpful if you vote. But um, basically, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to go back to that? The big 3 hour live streams where I focus on like Aries, Taurus, blah blah blah. Like, do you want me to do that, or do we want like another month break from it? To be honest, I might want another month break from it. I'm going to decide when it gets near the time, but I would like to hear from you guys because if you're like, yeah, yeah, bring it back, I really want it back, like, then I'm happy to go back there. I've had enough of a break from it, but it feels like, but yeah, but I'll decide. Like you said, that's when it goes past my moon in the 12th house. I'll be more clear about that. So, right, what have we got for the Lemurian message? Make it a good one. I hope something physically manifested for you that was beneficial or some kind of joy or happiness, or you were able to clear some clutter, physical clutter. Spiritual, mental, emotional, and then the physical clutter. And if you need more help, book a session. The seamless, unspeakable. Ooh, Aether. So it's number 11. So November could be significant. And the infinite. So, yes, infinite miracles are possible. Let's see. Basically, I hope you've had a mindset shift because that's what I help people do. Quantum leap, quantum jump to your highest timeline by shifting your beliefs, because that's my Sag moon conjunct my South Node in Uranus. That's how I help you do that. Right, a timeline jumper. So, the seamless unspeakable 0 point field Oh, that's wow. Oh my God, that is fascinating because I'm gobsmacked. The new moon on this day is 0 degrees Virgo. It's a 0 degree Virgo new moon. That's amazing. The 0 point. And it's obviously just the start of a new month on a new moon. But that it's the fact that it's new beginnings as well because it's the first degree. It's the key on opening the lock to Virgo season. Interesting. The void, blank canvas. So I mean, let's go back to the start. Sorry, my stomach just rumbled. I did just think I was like, it's not that I'm more hungry, but I'm really craving a bit of carrot cake that's in the fridge right now. But I was saving it for a bit for my friend as well. But I'm like, anyway, I don't think you'd never hear that when my stomach does that. But um, anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. Endless possibilities, limitlessness, and paradox. Oh, I did read this one before, but that's interesting that I said it. Something about limit. I said something like that. I'm so tired anyway. Let's just move on with that with the other card. The illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the silent, meditative moment out of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed. Again, there's a 0 point again, and the moment everything ceases to exist. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate. From here, we can choose where we go. The land has been tiled in readiness for the flowers we wish to seed. New moon, plant the seeds. And remember, you've got a second chance in a month with the new moon that's at the end of the degrees, but also in Virgo. A second chance, that's rare. Outdated, so second chances are rare in a lot of cases, but it's a second new moon in Virgo too. And remember, Virgo's reality too, so it's like making something tangible in the physical, in the earth. There's so many synchronicities because this is a physical that I'm doing this for too. Outdated doors have been closed, and the space between the breaths, we open the new ones. There's just so much about new, 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 and it's for the new moon. It's funny because again we're wrapping the mini challenge up. I don't know if I'd call it a challenge, but we're wrapping that up, and then the build up to what I'm doing in the membership, and but it is a new moon for everyone, so it's a new beginning, and it can be a new beginning in the membership if you want to join there. What may be perceived as the endless black nothingness is actually the illuminated eternal, the core that all our fears may be peeled back to. See how that follows on from the vulnerability card from the day before that I filmed on the same night. When we step through the darkness, we realise it's only a short distance away from the white void at the centre of creation in heaven. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving our whole life to meet and yet simultaneously subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know we are held and allow ourselves to spaciousness to drop deeper in the experience of our existence. Now I'm hearing wet, 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 sweet surrender. So there might be some significance for that. Too elusive and mysterious to define, and knowing without words, the spaces in between life force energy. So there's definitely something majorly coming through here about something. So this is so honestly, this is so interesting because the session that I'm finishing not too long after I finished filming this. This is the conversation that we were having that we're going to complete. And it was all about consciousness and all of this stuff that's coming up. So it's really fascinating how they work with that. Um, yeah. So anyway, a lot of what I just said is that I can see the synchronicity, vulnerability and everything too, like facing your fears, all very Leo stuff. And that person actually has got a strong Leo placement. So right. So this could be a block that you've worked through for a lot of people, or this could be something you're still working on. And this is just a wee fun bit. I can use these in personal sessions, or I'll definitely be using these in the membership. But what's a block someone may have worked through, or be currently working through, or planning on working through? That's that's the card that triggers me. I'm like, I don't like that one. Soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. That's a block someone's worked through. Somebody believed this, or somebody still believes this. This could be you or your person. That it's like, oh, I don't believe that there's only one twin flame out there for people, or I don't believe in twin flames at all. But that's a block that someone's worked through, and it's like I feel life experiences, serendipity, synchronicity has shown you that was a false belief. And you've had all the confirmation slap me in the face. I feel for the group of people this is going to make sense to. Staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns, it's time to try something new. So that you're hopefully, you know what I mean? This is a mini fuck it, let's go challenge. You're not, hopefully you're not stuck somewhere, even if it was just like myself, like it's helped you move some clutter in your physical home or, you know, mental clutter, spiritual, wherever it was. It's a bonus if you're not stuck somewhere anymore. But we're all, not all, but most people are usually stuck somewhere because I attract people with ADHD, with ADHD and many other things. So, um, but it doesn't need to stay that way. That's the point. Like, sorry, I'm getting tired now. I'm like peeling the bits of skin off my lip. Um, it's you don't have to stay stuck. That's the point. I just said that to that. I mean, that person knows that I'm completing that session with, but that's the power of hypnosis. I can get a lot moved, energy moved for people just through conversation with their eyes open. But there's a kind of magic that happens when I get you to close your eyes too. And I don't even need to put you into hypnosis. It's a trancy state that people go into. It's, you know, it's what the day before's card said about, you know, shifting reality, a shifting consciousness. So on Earth. Well, something really did rumble for a long time there. So what we got here? My mum was like, "Have you had enough?" And she's put it in for the rest for my dad. But I'm like, I think I need to eat the carrot cake, guys. See, there might be something here about maybe you've been too strict with yourself. You need to just, you know, have the bit of cake, or you've been you've been good for a long time and now you need a treat. I don't know. All these things are coming in, Newman. Because you know Virgo is very serious and sensible, and being serious and sensible all the time can get a bit boring. So it's time to shake it up. I don't know who needs to hear that, but make friends and spend time by yourself to take pressure off your relationship. Yeah. So again, I think this is a lot of people have been healing codependency. You tell others too much about yourself while at once sit back and listen more too much. Sorry, that's going to be a bit of banter for the person I've got to finish that session with because um, there's an interest, and it doesn't happen. But basically every session is different. But keeping it anonymous, I just know with that person in particular, like this is important that you know this if you've never had the session, or if you've had one, you'll know what I mean. There's some people that I connect with where I won't necessarily know it logically, but your guides and my guides know it. And it's like the first part of what we do, it makes somebody comfortable if I open up more about some of my own stuff. And it's like you said, that person it's a bit a back and forwards. But sometimes it's like, whoa, this is like loads of my stuff. But actually, with that person in particular, I know that although that person really trusts me, it'd been a while since we had the last session, and it's like I now feel some kind of magic miracles is going to happen because of that space. And well, now that will have been, that will have already happened by the time you're watching this. But I just know because they plan it. So yeah, just like I don't know what cards I'm picking up. My hands are just, I think we go to these. So, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like that makes sense to me that it's. But like, oh no, they're wanting me to go into detail. So again, I'm going to trust, and I know that that person would be happy for me to share that if it because it's still anonymous. Because that person's not the only person that I've had this with many people that it's probably like a subconscious thing that because I've shared more of me, and like again, that's one of the people that I work with where I might tell them a wee bit more than most. Um, and so, but because I've shared where I'm at and my stuff, I'm sure I could think of stuff, but there's not more to tell. So it's like, over to you. Now we need to hear about you. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm trusting that needs to be shared because, you know, I'm very different in my methods and they do work. So new beginnings, Divine Father. Oh, that's lovely too, because I really do feel as well that that's now not only is that person I feel I'm talking about that because that's why it is too. Because I've closed down the first part of the session, but because I'm actually speaking to that person really soon, like within the next half an hour, um, it's like I'm still in that person's session, kind of, so it's like coming into this. So it's kind of cool when that happens like that. Um, so, but like, I also know because that person has a father in the spirit world as well, that's your dad coming in, helping you with your new beginnings, closing the door to the past and opening the door to your new beginning. So love it, Divine Father. So, and that's so funny because he didn't come through in the session, but he's coming through in this, so I'll be able to tell. Right. Is that an 11 again as well? Yeah, there's something really significant about November at someone here because we had 11 on the other one, and that's a different deck, and it's 11 again. Unless it's the 11th of a month, so that'll be the 11th of September, obviously. Um, so, um, new beginnings, Divine Father, courage, oh, courage, and remember it's like the what? Wait a minute, if this is for this, oh no, so we've just come out elite, so this is the Virgo new moon, so it's Sun and Moon and Virgo, but it's still Mercury in Leo. So, there's still the courage with your communication. So, courage, desire, initiation, creativity. I'm getting sick of hearing this initiation word. It's coming out every day. But yes, initiation. Sorry, I'm burping clearing energy, but it's also because it's just a stir frying. The spark of life from your divine father is igniting your imagination, stirring your creative genius, and instilling in you a strong desire to bring about change. Now is the perfect time for you to act upon your impulses and initiate new beginnings. Oh my God, new beginnings on the new moon. That's cool. Especially in those areas of your life that leave you presently dissatisfied. Trust your desire for change and ask the Divine Father to give you the courage to initiate it. Commit to your unique new ideas. Start writing that book you've been thinking about. Open that business you've been secretly desiring for so long, or break the ice in a new relationship with someone you've held back from. That's going to be a big one for a lot of people. It feels like round about this weekend, with this new moon, and then you've got another second chance in a month with other new moon. But why leave it when you can say fuck it, let's go now, or carpe diem? The Divine Father encourage you to act in confidence. All the elements for your success are in place. Don't hesitate, don't think, and don't play it safe. Take a leap of faith and commit fully to what you really want. Your Divine Father's message: go for it. You can't fail. I'm not being funny, but see when Virgo is about the perfectionist and hesitating and procrastinating, that is the message people need to hear. Go for it. You can't fail. I love that. I think that is the perfect way to end the mini build up to the fuck it, let's go that we're going to be doing in the membership. You know what I mean? I know, so it's quite funny that I just done that, and I don't know why, but my earrings are looking really bright to me that they weren't. So it's like the orange, and then look, this deck is orange. They specifically pulled me to this. So I feel like I want to get a money. I didn't do any much because physical. Because I always just include the financially and the physical as well. But I fell over the floor. Attracting, not chasing. So yeah, definitely for divine feminines out there, just be in your Empress energy. That came through in the one that I filmed for the day before because I pulled the Empress, putting third parties behind and being in your Empress energy. Anything or anyone you chase will run the other way. I think we've all learned that the hard way. Because of the fears underlying chasing energy, very specific for the twin flame journey too. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Yeah, so that'll have different meanings to different people, but for the twin flames, I can see how that's about you will, whenever it happens in divine time, attract in what is meant for you by being comfortable in your own skin, having fun, because I'm still filming this in Leo Sun, Leo Moon, having fun in the present moment, and that will attract in a bit of magic and miracles. Right, what have we got? Why was I guided to this deck? Imhotep, visionary. Yeah, so look at all the orange again. Protect your energy. So yeah, protect your energy. New moon as well. Maybe not. Maybe you've not to. I would say Virgo can be quite a private sign too, like hermit energy. So maybe you've got to keep some of your visions to yourself for now. Um. Oh, it's because it's I. Imhotep. 84. So 1984 could be significant too, and I've been seeing a lot of 41s in the cards too, so that's obviously when I was born, so it could be when a lot of you were born. Well, I know it's when a lot of you were born, it's not everyone, obviously. Designing the future. See what I mean? But like I said, this is what I'm here to do, help people quantum leap to their highest timeline, take a run and jump to your highest timeline. So look, I'm birthing the new earth, creating the new earth. We're all we're all doing it together, but I anchor in the codes, and that's why I'm here to be a way shower, guiding you through it. Designing the future, fusing ancient wisdom with modern methods. I mean, that's totally what I'm all about, so I'd imagine some of you resonate. Imhotep started life as a commoner, but through his visionary genius became enormously influential in Egypt during the Third Dynasty. He was a high priest of Heliopolis or something, vizier to the kings and chief architect of King Djoser. Oh, I can't bother saying it. I can't say these. Step pyramid, which paved the way for the Great Pyramids, known as the first physician. Imhotep was practicing medicine over 2,000 years before Hippocrates was born. His legacy was so profound that after his death, he was elevated to a god of medicine and architecture. Without Imhotep, modern medicine might not be what it is today. So, very powerful energy coming through here. I'm getting the message. It's like, don't let anybody make you feel like you've not got the power to create something that's not been done before. Do you know what I mean? That I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this. And also for my 84 and 85 twin flames, this could be significant because it's on page 84 and 85. When Imhotep appears, it's a clear indication of your visionary gifts. Your soul's intention is to create pioneering change through implementing divinely inspired ideas. A little bit like me starting Crystal Clear Visions 10 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about how it fits for some of you. There's no doubt that you've come to Earth to redesign infrastructure, stir up the pot of established protocols, and use innovative and progressive methods to evolve humanity. And again, we have, because we're all building the new Earth. And like I said, I know I've said that in all of these before, but just I'm repeating it in case nobody's heard it. If you're new, you're joining a weird part where this is like the ending of a challenge and the new beginning because it's a new moon. And if you want to join us in the membership, but that's not going to be a new people. Just saying it again for people if you're tempted. This is about ascension. You're only going to be called in there if you're ready, and it's the next bit. It's like I was saying to someone in that session that I've been in, earlier, and I'm going to be in tonight. It's about dimensions and frequency. Some people actually aren't finding the channel because they're not at the same frequency. Do you know what I mean? Like I operate at a very I said this to that person in the session, like, can make you sound like, but it's true. Like, I do operate at a very high frequency, and some people just, it's like I'm speaking gobbledygook. They don't understand what I'm saying, and then other people, it's, oh yeah, totally. It's like being the same wavelength, but it's frequency a little bit. It's consciousness, levels of consciousness. I know that most of you are going to get what I'm saying here. So, you're a visionary guided by the divine to implement projects that can help heal and inspire our world. So you've got to be patient. That is one thing I just spoke about in that session too. I've got an abundance of patience because I've got 6 planets that are retrograde. So believe me, with the amount of difficulty I have to be very patient and kind, and be an unconditional love and acceptance for myself. Although we've all got moments where we're like, oh, you know what I mean, like negative mind chatter. But I've learned to quiet it more, and that's why I'm good at helping other people with ADHD. And other things that you struggle with, anxiety and blah blah blah, all the rest of it. So, what do you want to improve or innovate? Maybe you're a teacher who's frustrated by the education system, a medical professional who'd love to combine modern medicine with holistic treatment. So that's very much like what I do, although it's not medical, but you know what I mean? It's hypnotherapy, it's counselling, and it's combining a bit with shamanism and all that, and astrology. Perhaps your passion lies in environmentalism, politics, science, or fighting prejudice and injustice. If you're passionate about what needs to evolve, then you're the one who can make a difference. Imhotep is guiding you step by step. Take it one day at a time and break the big vision down into manageable chunks, which is what the Fuck It Let's Go challenge is all about. Love it. You can be a trailblazer who fuses ancient wisdom and cutting edge technique. This is your time to change the world. And again, this can be all of our times to change the world. You're an indigo soul, a passionate person with a divine mandate to tear down the old and build down the new. Love it. Totally me. Don't know if that's you. Totally me. Life is bringing the perfect lessons and challenges needed to fire up your sacred purpose. And remember, with Vesta, sacred flame, commitment. Well, actually, no, I would say commitment too, but it's more the Juno conjunct the Vestal. Juno is marriage and commitment, and Vesta is the sacred flame and your sacred purpose. So these two together, it really is a time to commit to your sacred purpose. And because it's in Scorpio, it's very intense and deep. So any twin flame unions that are coming about around this time too, it's going to be really intense ones. A career path in medicine or architecture is opening up for you. Be bold and confident about sharing your ideas. But again, I would say there's a time and a place. If it's still in the baby stages, it's maybe time to keep things quiet for now. But you might be, at the time you're like, yes, I'm ready to birth this into the world because it's a new moon. So everyone will be at different points. Important to know where you're at. So my mind is in touch with divine ideas. My visions create a better world. Right, so I'm going to leave this one here. So, like I said, thank you if you got involved the past couple of weeks. Sorry, I keep burping. I'm now wondering if my mum, she knows I'm allergic to peppers, but I'm like, if it's the mushrooms or something, something's coming back at me. But yeah, I hope that you got something from this. And don't worry, I'll still be showing up and doing things. I'd imagine basically I still will be talking about divine decluttering and detoxing because I'll be going on about what's happening in the membership. But obviously, I'm not doing that stuff as in depth as what I'm doing in there. So, but anyway, yeah. See you later. And yeah, happy new moon, happy Saturday. Yeah, because this will be going out on Saturday. And yeah, I'll see you later.